What up? What just? Should be able to tell it. You can tell I got it. 30. Black 30. Coach.
In the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive, and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that more suited to my needs.
shot. Yep.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. And it is truck season, which means big savings. That's right, rebates are back. Stop on in and talk to one of our specialists, but we're focusing on the 2.7. Going on now behind me, we actually brought in a Chevy trainer to talk about those wonderful features of the 2.7 engine, and we want to be able to tell you all of those. Stop on in and talk to one of our sales consultants and hear about the great rebates going on now at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. And it is truck season, which means big savings. That's right, rebates are back. Stop on in and talk to one of our specialists, but we're
RVA has helped me learn by giving me more hands-on activities.
I can watch his writing develop. He has confidence to ask questions of his teachers if he doesn't understand. He's composing his own schedule, which is a lot like what a young adult is going to need to learn how to do, and he's learning that at 11.
My favorite part about being in the RVA is all the amazing clubs. I get on some clubs and then I realize that there are so many people like me.
so here's the deal. Sure. Here's the deal. My son's in elementary, so he's a house. That's where I did. I'm gonna say something. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you have a bike? No, sure." Broadcast. And then I'll be green and green. Only one white. Only one white.
I'd be like, you know, when they do passing their
You could be like a color commentator on the field. Man, I'm down here on the field and I'm telling you what, I'm going to interview Hagen for you.
I might be dumb, but I'm not a student.
That's what I was saying. She has
Forward being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit as most companies are, so we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
Are you ready for a faster and easier mortgage process? Tap Lending combines the speed and efficiency of technology and people, and a great local bank. The perfect combination for your mortgage.
That's exactly what it was. Somebody, I think this is it. I apologize. So he sits pretty good.
Listen up. We're gonna play M song. I'll play the Slim Shady song backwards.
Mic check, 1, 2. All right, everybody, it's a great day here in Colby, Wisconsin, not because we got basketball go, but tonight is Parents' Night. The Colby Girls Basketball Program would like to thank you, parents, for your dedication to the program, from youth basketball to practices and games, and finding time to get them to basketball camps, to making open gyms and summer league, and helping with track concessions. Without you parents, this is all is possible. So thank you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to name off the parents and the corresponding student athlete. Players, are you ready? Parents, are you ready? Okay, pick that winner at the end here. All right, let's start with the freshman squad. Number 4, Breslin Boyer, with Travis and Nicole Boyer. Number 11, Aaliyah Thomas, with Alan Dana. There we go. Number 13, Brent Palenka, with Brian and Jesse. Number 21, Rylan Wilder, with Justin Wilder and Amber Lippiak. I can tell you did something there. And now for the sophomore class. Number 3, Alexis Vanderhook, with Jeff and Jane. Number 5, Angelique Hernandez, with Pedro Hernandez and Livia Herrera. Number 14, Harrison Schmidt, with Terry and G. Yeah, hands up. Number 22, Olivia Krause with Dan and Katie. Number 23, Colin Reynolds with Jordan and Katie Reynolds. Number 31, Kylie Ork with Craig and Tara. Ork. Number 33, Sydney Meyer with Kurt and Lori Meyer. Number 35, Haley Moldernick with Keith Moldernick. And now here's your senior squad. Number 10, Hillary Fighton with John and Tina Fighton. Number 11, Hayden Wilder with Justin Wilder and Amber Lippier. Number 20, Trisha Vanderhook with Jeff and Jane Vanderhook. And last but not least, the manager, Brittany Meyer with Kurt and Lori Meyer. And there you go. There are your student athletes for Lady Hornets basketball squad and the parents today. Make it all happen. Big round of applause.
sings this? I'm going off on the rails on the crazy train. Right? Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
He bit a bat's head off on stage. That's a survival story. Hey everybody, Matthew Olmican here, coming to you live from the Dick Gunderson Memorial Gymnasium here in Colby, Wisconsin. Home of Colby Cheese and of the Lady Hornets, but it is going to be a backyard brawl. That's right, the Uptowners are going to rumble alongside Highway 13 against the Downtowners. It's the Merriwood meets the Clover Belt, but basically, it's neighbors that aren't going to be friendly. Colby versus Abbotsford, and you got a front row seat. Hi, Steven.
Hi.
Welcome back. It's been a while.
2 weeks?
I know. Last time you were wearing the exact same thing you wore on that chilly night against Aquinas. And
Few less layers underneath.
I did. Okay, maybe you had several layers, and I was like bundled up, like, this is cold. But anyway, that was basketball season. That was football season. Now we're on to basketball season, and we got a dandy right here.
We do. 2 teams, hard to judge for sure, but it's kind of one of those games where you throw the records out. You know, in these kind of rivalries, you just throw the records out because you know you're going to get each team's best.
Yeah, and when you say each team's best, I have yet to have anybody refute me on this. This is the closest rivalry in the state of Wisconsin. No other competing schools are in a shorter distance because it is a little over a mile or under 2 miles. We're going to say just under 2 miles if you went from dead center to dead center, separate these two cities. The city of Colby and the city of Abbotsford. Some people say it's fine, and some would say too close for comfort. But what's really exciting is that they played in frequency back in the 60s, 70s, a little bit in the 80s, and then all of a sudden, like tail end of the 80s and in the 90s, like, you know, there was like coast sports, but you never really saw each team play each other. And then it wasn't until like mid 2000s or like 2000 teens, all of a sudden they started playing, and then that magical thing happened. Colby went into the Merriwood, and that just made everything so much fun. But actually, these two programs co-share a lot of sports.
They do. So a lot of these girls will probably have, you know, if there's cross-country girls out here, they ran together with the Colby girls. A lot of them probably play softball together in the spring, so it's not like anybody here is unfamiliar with each other.
Exactly, and then, you know, if you ask any of these kids, they'll say, like, hey, we play summer sports all together a lot, and they're really chummy, but at the end of the day, when it's game day, and I can't remember where this was. Oh, it was during the volleyball thing. They're like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like it's hometown pride on the line, and that trumps everything else. Well, I tell you what, Steven, I got to go get some names down, and in case nobody knows, I do the microphone thingamajigger down there. So we're going to introduce the teams, and then I'm going to bounce back up here. So right now, don't go, well, you're going to stay on here, aren't you?
We'll take a quick break, and I'll come back and go through the last game for both teams.
Yeah, so Steven's going to come back. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a fun one.
Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I'm standing here with Brian, our medium-duty sales manager, and he's got some exciting news for us. Brian.
Well, we've picked up the Western snowplow line as of the first of the year, and we've got our first order here of plows, sanders, and salters. We'd love to talk to you about what your needs are for this winter. Give us a call.
All right, welcome back. We're going to start with the Colby Hornets, 1-0. That is 1-0 in conference. They played Greenwood on Friday. Won 57-38 in a game that probably, if you were to ask any of the Colby people, should have been a little bit wider range, but Greenwood put some fight in that. A potential for a good team there, very young, but 3 co-leaders scoring-wise: Alexis Vanderhoof with 11, Hillary Fighton with 11, Kylie Orth with 11. The concern, though, I think if you are Colby, is the free throw shooting. 8 of 25 from the free throw line in that game. Greenwood was led by Tatum Travis with 11. Looking at Abbotsford, they are 1-0. They got a 68-17 win over Shawamigan. Shawamigan has been, they just have been having some problems in recent years trying to get that program back up and going. So that was a conference game, so that both teams 1-0 in the conference. No stats available that I have here from our friends at WIS Sports. But it's hard to take much from that game when it's 68-17. We've seen the defense. Last year we saw some good defense from Abbotsford. They definitely know how to defend, and it'll be interesting to see how Colby's run and gun offense goes up against that defense, and vice versa. Colby had some good stretches of defense on Friday night against Greenwood, and if the Abbotsford offense can make that work out, we're going to turn it over. Matt is down on the floor. He's going to have the introductions and national anthem, and we'll be back. Him and I will be back with the call of the game in just a moment.
To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your hearts for the playing of our national anthem.
right, national anthem starting lineups in the book. We are ready for basketball. Matt's going to be working his way back up here in just a moment, but I'll get you started. It is Faltasek. It is Orth in the center circle here as Matt works his way up. Tip and Abbotsford will get the ball first.
And just like that, here come the Falcons. And there you go. Steven's wondering, like, Matt, you gonna call something on that one? Abbotsford gets on the board with 2.
Those Sydney Faltasek.
Man, you do a great job keeping track of that. And it's going to be an errant pass that was at the top of the key, but Wilner gets it back underway, trying to find Orth. Finds her. She's at the top of the key. Waiting for the offense to get developed. Tries to lob it to Thompson, but it's going to get deflected away, and Diaz comes up with it. Pushes it hard. Tries going between the legs. Works its way back to the top of the key. That's Preseda getting pinned down. Works out of it. To the hoop, it goes in. The backboard is your friend. And they're going to count it, and that penalty was going to be on Alexis Vanderhoof, not Huff. Hoof. Hoofda. Abbotsford with a 4-point lead. And it's going to stay a 4-point lead. Rebound by Thompson. Here come the Lady Hornets. This is going to be quite the talented crew for Colby as Orth takes an early 3. A little bit too much juice on that one. Goes over to the top. Summers with the ball. Brings it back into possession for Abbotsford. That's Fuentes. Taking it around. Finally gets it to Preseda. Abbotsford working around the key now. Colby did an excellent job with defense last year. It looks like they're carrying that on right here where they got great interior pressure. And then it's just a lot of outside passes. And when teams try to go into the interior like you just saw there, they don't get an easy look.
And I would say Abbotsford did the exact same thing last year, doing a bunch of their games last year. Very good defensively.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be shocked if this ends up like a 35-31 kind of game.
Absolutely. Harrison trying to work her way around Broadhagen. Goes out of bounds, but last touch by the red jerseys. It's like Christmas colors out there, Steven. You're seeing Christmas lights up, there's snow on the ground. Thompson to the hoop. Ooh, just a bit outside on the square. She's going to go to the line. She was a force in the interior against Greenwood. 50% free throw shooter, but she got to the line frequently. Sinks it. She's 1 for 1. And Colby's on the board.
And that was a big difference between the first and second half. First half, she was on the bench for a good chunk of it in foul trouble.
Oh, I gotcha. And Thompson misses the second one. Abbotsford pushing hard. Diaz under the hoop. Goes over the top. Rebound by Wilner. Wilner pushing hard. Gets it to Orth. Kicks it to Harrison in the corner. Harrison's going to swing it around. Vanderhoof is a gifted dribbler. Is that what they call great basketball players? She's got great mechanics, and she's very comfortable dribbling around people out there. Hayden trying a shot there, but not going to be a good look. On the opposite end, Abbotsford can't get the open look either. Still 1 to 4. 15 minutes and 28 seconds ticking away here. There's Vanderhoof. Off to Orth. They're at the far key right now. Skirting on that 3-point territory. Bounce pass. Thompson kicks it back out. Harrison sends it away. Just so it rims out. Still 1 to 4. Great deflection there by Orth. Gets underneath control by Fuentes. To Broadhagen. Works around Thompson. Lobs it up. Partially deflected by Wilner. Abbotsford resets. Preseda. Kicking it off. Broadhagen. Open jumper. No good. Or in the words of Steven, no. 1 to 4. Colby looking to see if they can get that one off the board. It ain't going to work. Back the other way we go. Hard to the hoop, that was Faltasek. She's putting on the speed, and Broadhagen tries to put it up. Not going to go. Broadhagen again gets the foul. If it was my wager, yep, it's going to be foul on number 11. And if you're following in your booklet at home, that is Hayden Wilner. Summer Broadhagen, junior, hailing from the Abbotsford section of this little community of ours between Colby and Abbotsford, sinks that first one. 4-point lead for Abbotsford. Whew, we got a whole lot of people coming in for Colby now. That's the other Vanderhoof sister. And they also got Hannah Truss coming out there, sophomore. And, oh my gosh, they also got Angelique Hernandez. It's a whole new set of legs out there. Broadhagen sinks the next one. 5-point commanding lead. Abbotsford is in the driving seat. Angelique, high pass. A lot of mustard on that one. Hillary Fighton could not bring it down.
Fighton had a really good game against Greenwood, coming off the bench with 11.
Nice. I saw that. I'm like, where did this come from? Nice. Early pressure on Roosh right there. Gets away, gets it out to Escalera. Back to Roosh. They get across the other half of the gymnasium. Broadhagen tries to bounce it over, and she does. Top of the key, Roosh fires away, falls short. It's a race to the ball. Angelique gets it. Here come the Lady Hornet offense. Oh, it gets stolen away! That's going to be fall to sec to the hoop. Good defense there by the Hornets, not giving any kind of luck. And gentle clapping from the Colby Hornet fandom. Orth going to be bringing it out. Colby still down 5, 13 minutes and 40-some seconds remaining. Hey, I tell you what, Steven, I have an errand to run.
Okay.
So you're going to take over, and I will be right back.
All right. Colby gets it up top here. They're going to send that one over. Almost taken away. Escalera will end up with it. Escalera popping that one forward. It will be Faltasek. Faltasek will send that one over. Broadhagen underneath. Shot up. Yes. Haley Roosh gets the basket to go. 8-1 run to start this game. And Coach Schmidt needs a timeout. Colby takes a 30-second timeout. We will take it with him. 8-1. Abbotsford with the lead. We'll be back right after this.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Welcome back. 8-1. Abbotsford with the lead here early in the first half. A lot of basketball to play yet. Colby needs to find an offensive solution here. It'll be Orth to bring it across the timeline. Orth hands to Wilner. Wilner looking. Hands that one off Hernandez, and we're going to get a foul on Abbotsford. That'll be the team's third. That's going to be a second on Sydney Faltasek. So something that we'll keep an eye on here. Comes in Wilner. Wilner hands that one off Orth. Orth tries to get that one in the middle. No, taken away. That's going to be taken away by Fuentes. Fuentes running with it. Got Fighton with her. Gets that one on Escalera. Escalera for 3. Yes. With Saida Escalera. Mercedes Escalera, excuse me. 5 early points for her. That one, Hernandez drives down the lane off the back rim. No, rebound comes down. That's going to be picked up. And be sent forward looking for Faltasek. Faltasek, short jumper, yes. 4 now for Sydney Faltasek, 13-1. Orth trying to find an opening, not there. Orth will dribble it back out, gets it up top, Wilner. Wilner hands that one off Hernandez. Hernandez into the middle, Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof to Fighton. Fighton's going to take the 3. Might have been touched on the way through. Ball still loose. Taken away Fighton. Fighton's going to give that one off. They're going to get it underneath. That one's going to be taken away by Broadhagen. Broadhagen will get it out. And Faltasek is running with it. Faltasek gives that one up. Roosh underneath up. Yes. 4 for her now. 15-1. Hernandez gets that one over far side for Orth. Orth cross court for Fightin. Fightin looking to drive in. Almost has that one taken away, and it's blocked on the way up. She almost goes out into the lobby. And Abbotsford's going to come back the other way. They're going to get that one out. Rush gets it underneath Broadhagen. Broadhagen spins up. No, but she's fouled. Summer Broadhagen will go to the line for 2. That one is going to go against 20. I missed somebody when I was putting my stats in. Apologize to Trisha Vanderhoof. Her first, team third. First free throw is good from Summer Broadhagen. She's now 3 of 3 from the line. Second free throw. Also good. 4 of 4 from the line. Not sure what the whistle was for. I think maybe just checking on somebody. Vanderhoof will bring it to the front. Oh, substitution. Vanderhoof came back. Alexis Vanderhoof came back in. Schmidt kicks that one out. Hernandez. Hernandez looking to drive. Floats one up off the back rim. No. Hernandez, her own rebound, just pushes it out to Schmidt. Schmidt cross court to Wilner. Wilner tries to get that one inside, taken away. And here goes Abbotsford again. Faltasek underneath. No. Block, but rebound comes down. No. Oh, it was Rush on the second one, and now we're going to get a foul, and I think that's going to go against Valeria Aguilera. Yes, it is. Her first, team fourth. And that will bring Escalera back in for Faltasek. 17-1 run to start this game for Abbotsford. So that one will get off to Wilner. Wilner will hand it off to Schmidt. Schmidt looking, gets that one over on the far side. And now looking inside, and a little give and go, but couldn't quite handle it was Vanderhoof. Back out, three-pointer, misses everything. Rebound collected up by Wilner. Pushes it out, jumper the other way by Hernandez, and that is the first field goal of the game for Colby. Abbotsford quickly converts the other way, three-pointer the other way, front rim no, rebound comes down Wilner. Wilner running with it. Wilner down the lane, kicks that one out, Schmidt for 3, no! Rebound comes down to Thompson, no, but she is fouled. And that's going to be a quick second on Valeria Aguilera. So Thompson will shoot 2 and misses the first. .14 remaining here in the first. 17-3. Second free throw from Thompson. Back rim, no. Rebound comes down to Rush, and she will push quickly to the front court. Little zone here. 1-3-1 it looks like from the Hornets. That one gets inside. Little back cut to Escalera up, yes! 19-3. Escalera now with 7. Up top, that was going to come across for Vanderhoof. Almost let that one through her hands. Gets it back to Hernandez. Hernandez looking inside, and that one tipped away and taken away. That is going to go to... That was Broadhagen. Broadhagen gets it to the front court. Comes over here near side Diaz. Diaz, nope, she traveled. Shuffled the feet on the 3. Turnover to the Hornets. As I try and catch my breath, 9:36 remaining. 19-3, Abbotsford with the lead. As Wilner will have it across the top. Wilner turns the corner, looking, kicks that one out Schmidt. Schmidt gets that one up top, Hernandez. Hernandez looking, brings it over here to the far side. Guarded by Rush, gets that one up top. Escalera almost getting into a foul. Little floater from the free throw line, not there, and rebound comes down, and that's going to be pushed forward by Rush. Gets that one over Escalera. Escalera looks to turn the corner, steps back, now gets that one in the middle, kicks that one out. Three-pointer, Klebon, no. Rebound comes down. That's going to be picked up by Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof pushes quickly to the front court. Vanderhoof Looking for Thompson on the inside. Thompson through traffic off the bottom of the rim. Shot was changed by the players underneath. Maybe not the best decision. Comes the other way. Roosh will take the three. Yes. Kaylee Roosh with 7 now. 22-3, and Abbotsford needs to take a second timeout. Full timeout. We will take it with them. Abbotsford with the big lead. We'll be back right after this. Colby needs to find something soon. They're down 19 here at not even midway through the first half. A lot of basketball to go, but if you're Colby, you want to at least start clawing back and at least getting back in positive numbers. You know, start moving a little bit. You don't have to get it all back before halftime, but if you can get with, you know, shave 5-10 points off this lead, makes that second half a little more manageable. So see what they do here. Orth gets that one inside, little back and forth. Orth down the lane up, yes. Nice start there as Kaylee Orth gets on the score sheet. Little backcourt pressure. It's that one inside, and they get Broadhagen on a travel. Defense forces a mistake. Exactly the start Coach Schmidt wanted to see out of the timeout. So inbound, and that will push Colby forward. Gives that one off for Wilner. Wilner gets that one inside. Little give and go, not there. Ball still loose. Wilner has it. Flips that one up Thompson. Thompson's going to be fouled. See who this one is against. That's going to go against Adriana Fuentes. Her first 6 on Abbotsford. So Colby, one other advantage they'll have. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the first half.
What happened? I lead for one moment and hard to the hoop. Just adding on the point totals. Fall to sec.
She's got
bringing
6.
it up for 24 for Abbotsford. What's that?
She's got 6 now.
Oh my gosh. Is she a top scorer?
Nope. Yeah, Escalara and Roosh both with 7.
Wow, Abbotsford just putting on a point clinic here so far. Lady Hornets are going to see if they can try to get their way out of this. Far pass to the near side. Big shot there from Vanderhoof, but one too many steps. Travel called.
Seeing a lot of that from a lot of teams early. Just that little foot shuffle, like they're
like generally in the early part of the season.
Like almost like, you know, when you get really excited when you have an open, like a little kid that's really excited, and they kind of, you know, do that little shuffle with their feet.
Last time I did the alumni basketball tournament, that was me. And it's a bucket and the foul. She doesn't have to worry about her steps. Fall to sec, just keeping it rolling. I think she's got 8.
She does.
Added it up in my head. Are you impressed? And a missed free throw shot. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Escalera. Finally over to Broadhagen. Finishes it out. What a great heads-up play. It almost looked like she knew that was going to be a slight miss and just ran after it. 28-5. Orth tries to take a shot. Gets deflected by Roosh. Finally gets wrangled up by Fuentes. Wilner trying to see if she can get out of Fuentes' hands. And instead it gets into Faldesec's hands. 3-point miss. Roosh with the rebound. You got a friend in me with the putback. They got 30.
Yeah, and it's been this kind of defense. It's been the defense right
and
there
there's
again.
A steal! Faldesec. It must be my birthday. Oh no! Misses the wide open free throw, but she's going to get another chance with a rebound by Broadhagen. Holy cow. Orth pushing it hard, running into people. Orth plays with a lot of passion and a tremendous athlete.
And that sends her to the line.
Looks like
shift change.
Colby, right. Colby with 4 fouls, Abbotsford sitting heavy with 7. Colby's in the bonus, and they need it. Look and see if they can get themselves into the double-digit range here in a few moments. Orth takes the first shot. Unlucky bounce.
And that was something that you worried about as a Hornet fan. When you look back, I talked about in the pregame after you left. Colby 8 of 25 from the line on Friday.
From last Friday. Yeah, they went. It was either 32 or 33% total shooting. Broadhagen. She gets a lucky bounce and the roll.
She's 5 for 5 from the line already.
Man. So, do you credit that like a lot of practice during practice, or like this is like I'm just gonna go out into the backyard or onto the front yard, just shoot a little bit?
It's a little of both.
She gets the second one to go. Miscommunication here. Angelique ducked when she should have zagged. It's insanity. She gets the ball back, kicks it out. Trush deflected. She gets stuffed by Klobbin. Sorry, McKinley Klobbin, part of the defense right there. And she's the one that's going to get the foul called on her. Abbotsford with 8 fouls and with a commanding lead. Hannah dropping it. Make it 6.
You know, for the Hornet fans, you know what this Abbotsford team right now really reminds me of?
Drops another one. Make it 7. Yeah.
Those really, really good Colby teams from the early part of this, from the late 2010s. They commit a lot of fouls, play good defense.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing their championship shirt actually. Angelique finally gets it wrangled. Dumps it off to that's fighting. She's on the far outside, kicks it back to Angelique. She's looking. She was looking for a friend, but instead it gets knocked out of bounds by Diaz. And Abbotsford going to bring in Roosh and Fuentes back into the ball game as Faldesek and Escalera taking themselves a breather. Hannah is wide open with the fake jump shot. Ooh, just short. Hillary got the rebound, got it snagged away, and Broadhagen's got it. She's not running in open space, but nothing is stopping her. Finally, the ball looses from her hand, and then, oh dear, Roosh, just like you were talking about before, she got excited. She's like, oh, an open lane. And gets the travel call.
It's those early season, you got to consider both teams only have 1 game in. Those little early season jitters, they'll work out.
Yeah, for sure. And that ball's just going to kind of messily just go out of bounds. John Klausnitzer looking to see if someone wants to inbound it. It's going to be the Lady Hornets. Vanderhoof kicking it out to Angelique. Angelique tries to bring it back into the interior, and that Diaz just peskering, if that's a word. Being pesky? Peskering. She was really a pesky defense. Hannah, fake shot. Out to Angelique. Deep shot. Just goes over the top of the rim. No good. We're at the 5-minute mark here in your first half. Blocked! Roosh was trying to go up with the layup, and then Hannah says, get out of here! And that stops the clock at 4:55. Roosh for Abbotsford is going to inbound it. Kicks it out to the far sideline. Still talking like it's football. Sorry, folks. Diaz headed at the top of the key. Fuentes looking to see if they can, with their friends, maneuver this. Roosh from 3! Count it! 37-7. Abbotsford looking unstoppable at this point. Angelique trying to find Haper, but it gets knocked away. Here comes Abbotsford with Broad, Hagen, and Fuentes at the top of the key. Colby standing strong in the interior here. Diaz on the far outside, tries to work it in, kicks out to Roosh. Oh, gets knocked away! Dakota with a great defense right there. Vanderhoof knocking people around a little bit. Finally, Becky takes another three-point shot. No good. Angelique with the rebound. Hernandez bringing it up. Pretty stout defense from Diaz right there. And it kicks it out. Fighting deep downtown. No fruitcake.
And
Shot no good.
And those were the shots that were falling for Colby on Friday night.
Really?
Oh yeah, they were hitting the threes. They were finding open players and just not happening.
So we're seeing a tale of two games right here?
Very much so.
There's a shot by Fuentes, but that's going to fall short. Rebound by Abbotsford. They're just showing all kinds of fire. Broadhagen to the hoop. Not going to go. Big rebound. Fuentes gets it muscle away. A big collision there. Fighting. Meet Klobbin. McKinley said, you know, my last name's Klobbin. It's Klobbin time.
Students want an ejection. Don't think we're going to see it there.
No, that was just like a friendly neighborhood collision.
Yep.
They literally ran right into each other at full steam.
Oh. And you put the arm out, try and hit the ball, and it just wasn't there. And
Or you're just running at full speed, like, she'll move. Hillary fighting now, going to the line. First shot goes in. Colby with 8. Getting some instructions from Coach Terry Schmidt.
It's going to be an interesting locker room at halftime.
I imagine it's going to be not loud. Missed shot. Diaz with the rebound. Here come the Falcons. We're reaching the 3-minute mark now. Roosh trying to work through that defense. Not going to get it. Hannah Truss with it. Kicks it out. Ooh, errant pass there. Trying to find Alexis, but gets picked up by Abbotsford instead.
And that's one where Trush probably should have stopped, let the defenders run past, then make the throw. But
Colby's just trying to keep the up-tempo here, trying to see if they can pick up some points just from pure speed. And Becky Roosh
Haley
with the okie doke. Twisting ankles out there. And it's 39-8. Preston, take her to the back.
Shot up, no, but a foul. That's going to send Orth to the line.
And Orth is going to be taking the shot. Orth has been kind of like the fire on the squad, along with like Harrison Schmidt. And she drains it. Colby is 1 point away from double-digit land. And I am so excited. 39-9. It's only a 30-point swing. You have a whole nother half.
Whole nother half.
That JV game, that's what I was just about to mention right there.
Colby scoring, going on a 19-0 run to finish that game.
That was nuts. I literally put my head down and I was reading some notes and I looked up and all of a sudden they were within 9.
And also, I think the biggest thing for Coach Schmidt is to remind the girls that you're not out of this. Despite the score, they did it to you. You can do it to them.
Yeah. There's halves of basketball games, they go long. You can make up for a lot of ground. Speaking of ground, Colby is really putting the clamps on the interior, and that's the Hornet defense that we know. Gets deflected out of bounds. Gonna stay in possession for the Falcons. Becky Roosh. Kelly Roosh, sorry. Roosh says, get open, guys. There's the three-point shot from Diaz. Not going to go in. Rebound and the putback from Faldesek. You got to love basketball. 41-9. Becky Roosh is her mom. That's why I was saying that. Shout out to Becky. Well, she's probably here. Hernandez weaves through and had an open look, but can't quite finish on the layup. There's a fight for the ball down on the floor, but finally Abbotsford comes up with it. Diaz runs into Hernandez. But with the kickback there from Klobbin, Finally gets back into the hands of Faldesek. And into the interior of that defense, another turnover. Hernandez to Wilner. Dribble around, okey doke. Over to Hannah, and it's another travel call.
What's really been noticed tonight, at least for both teams, is they're not getting the ball down quick enough out of that. They start taking off to the basket, and they're not getting it down in time, and that second foot's coming down. And these guys are on it.
Yeah, it's that the mechanical timing is what's off a little bit. But just like a clock that runs slow, you can always tune it. Diaz, miss. Orth, give me that ball. She's going to bring up to their half. Gets deflected away by Roosh. There's a fight at the bottom. John says, yeah, we're going to jump all this thing. This has been a fast 3 minutes, though, like no timeouts called. Well, at the same time, man, you don't really need the timeouts, I suppose. It's been going fast. John talking to Mark. Mark's like, hey, it happened over there, not over here. And John's like, yeah, I bet. And he's like, it's up to you, Gabe. Kylie Orth now going to be doing the inbounding for the Lady Hornets as they look to get double digits. Windler getting the high pass with the kick out. Over to Alexis. Can't find any room. Hernandez trying to see if she can create some space. Abbotsford defense getting spread out now. But they're sticking to everybody, and it's another travel call. That's a lot.
Yep.
And so is the foul total. Holy smokes, 10 fouls on Abbotsford. Colby with 5.
You know, they've got 3 with 2 fouls already. So that's something we'll keep an eye on in the second half. Yeah, they have 3 players with 2 fouls.
Oh, and there's a steal by Wilner. Kicks it out to Alexis. Goes to the hoop, contested. Count it. Fights to the hoop and gets the bucket. That's going to be a foul on Sydney Faldesek.
That's her 3rd.
That's what I was about to ask. I bet that was the one that had the 2.
No, they say 2nd on the screen.
Oh, really?
So I might have one wrong there, but it's the 11th foul on Abbotsford.
Wow. Alexis tries to take the shot to make it a 3-point swing, but not going to go. 11:41. Colby really fighting hard with this defense here. Shot goes up by Aguilera, not going to go down. Hernandez is going to have the ball at the end. Sends up a prayer and falls short. And that is the end of your first half of play. Abbotsford putting the heat on with 41. And your Lady Hornets with 11. Well, I'm going to go do some stuff like I got to call the 50-50 raffle, play some tunage. And I bet there's a long list of really great sponsors that we got to get the word out.
There is.
So I tell you what, everybody, why don't you get yourself a refresher, but don't go anywhere. Keep the volume up high. Find out these great businesses that help make this live stream free, and we'll catch you when you get back.
Living every day to the fullest, giving hugs and laughing loudly, bringing joy to those you love. Vaccines set us free to live openly. Schedule yours today.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged and she's not bored. She enjoys her classwork.
I love the teachers. The teachers are the best part. My teachers are very friendly and they're easy to reach out to when you need help with an assignment. The teachers are always there when you need help.
What I love about RVA is the flexibility first, but second is that Tiger Lily is so happy with this school, with her teachers, and with what she's learning. It's awesome.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. And it is truck season, which means big savings. That's right, rebates are back. Stop on in and talk to one of our specialists, but we're focusing on the 2.7. Going on now behind me, we actually brought in a Chevy trainer to talk about those wonderful features of the 2.7 engine, and we want to be able to tell you all of those. Stop on in and talk to one of our sales consultants and hear about the great rebates going on now at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC.
I splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no?
Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Oh. Aren't you two-time Rose Bowl champ Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
or hitting football players,
the agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back. We are at the half. The Abbotsford Falcons leading the Colby Hornets 41-11. What has been a big first half for the Falcons as they look to solidify some, I would say respect, but some attention in that crowded Marewood North race this year. Going through some first half stats, we will start with the Colby Hornets. It's sparse. Alexis Vanderhoof, Angelique Hernandez, Kylie Orth, Hannah Trush, all with 2. Savannah Thompson, Hillary Fighton, each with 1. Free throw shooting, again, a bit of the issue. Not the only one, but something to keep an eye on. Alexis Vanderhoof, 0 for 1. Hillary Fighton, 1 for 2. Kylie Orth, 1 for 3. Hannah Trush, 2 for 2. And Savannah Thompson, 1 for 4. 5 of 12 overall free throw shooting for the Hornets. Flip the book over, and it is Kaylee Roosh leading the way. She has 14, including 2 3-pointers. Sydney Faltasek with 12. She went 0 for 1 from the line. Summer Broadhagen adding 8. 6 of 6 from the free throw line was Broadhagen. And then Briseida Escalera, she had 7, including a 3-pointer. She was 0 for 1 from the line. The Abbotsford Falcons, 6 of 8 from the free throw line here today. So we're going to step aside one more time. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the start of the second half coming up here shortly.
Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back as we get ourselves set for second half action. Taking a look at probably the conversation locker room for both teams. For Coach Schmidt and the Hornets, I think the conversation is don't get too far ahead of yourselves. You've got plenty of time. You're down 30, but if you can play the same way that the Falcons played in the first half, you've got a shot at this as Matt comes back up. If you're Abbotsford, I think any in the locker room, don't get complacent.
No, you do not. This is where teams can get too relaxed, and then all of a sudden 20 points roll around, and then you feel flustered because you let a 20-point swing happen, and that's how you lose those ball games. Basketball is great for that. Momentum shifts are killer.
And if Abbotsford can get another run here to start, I think they can put the Hornets away early and maybe get into that bench a little bit.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
We'll see.
Tight pass in there, and the defense makes Abbotsford pay. Orth kicking it out, moving forward, and she herself throws an interception. Escalera gets out of trouble to Diaz. Finally gets into the hands of Faltasek. But yeah, you're right. Abbotsford right now this is all about like time management, right?
To an extent.
And there's Broadhagen with the points scored, 43-11.
The third Falcon in double figures now.
3 of them?
Yeah, Rush with 14, Faltasek with 12, and now Broadhagen with 10.
Unbelievable. Savannah Thompson tries to lob it up, and she's like, "Gah, I usually make those." 11-43 still. Wide open shot there for Escalera, and not going to go in. Oh, there's a dump pass to Alexis, and she loses it after. Holy smokes, who dove for that one? Looks like number 22, but let's not focus on that number. Here's a number 20. Broadhagen brings it to the hoop. Fuentes just flew at that ball and knocked it out of bounds. And that's the thing that is kind of like the leading edge with this Falcon team, is that they have had the competitive edge because they are just chasing after everything. Wilner gets it deflected away. Goes out of bounds.
And I think you're seeing a bit here now from Abbotsford that they're not going to let up. This has looked exactly like the first half did.
Yeah. And you can't blame them. Like, just stay after it. Keep chasing that ball. Wilner finally finds somebody, and it's Kylie Orth with the kickback. Trisha!
Oh, Alexis.
Or Alexis, sorry. Alexis, and it's no good.
Wrong Vanderhoof.
Yeah, I was to say, the other one. That was number 20. Escalera loses the ball, and it goes into Thompson's hands, and she dumps it over to Harrison. Harrison runs into Diaz. Diaz gets it back. Can't shoot over Thompson. And the ball gently goes out of bounds.
And
Orth waits to bring it back in.
For people that are always wondering, because you always see people, hands up, every time there's a foul underneath. Thompson did it right. Stayed exactly put her hands up. There was a bit of contact, not enough for a charge, but you're not going to get a foul on that because she didn't move. That's usually what happens there.
That's the difference. Looks like we got a missed shot there, but referees are indicating a foul, and it's going to be on.
That is Faltasec's third.
Yep. That's why he stuck up the 1 and the 2. Wilner. Shot goes up. She does this crazy backward spin with the ball, and it just gently lands right in between. Nothing but net.
And the most important thing in free throw shooting is that consistent. Doesn't matter if it works. Doesn't matter how you're doing it, as long as you're you're shooting it consistently, and it's consistent motion, consistent everything.
Absolutely. Misses the second one. Colby's got 12. There's a steal. It's Vanderhoof. Loses it a little bit, but the kick tries to find Hernandez, and it's going to get intercepted. Fuentes got her hands on it. Gets away from Wilner. Well, there's a pass to Broadhagen. Tries to bring it to the hoop. Gets stuffed. Orth and Thompson right there.
That was Faltasec, actually. Yep.
And a foul is going to get called. Foul on Harrison Schmidt?
Orth.
31. I'm sorry. I saw 4-1 and I'm like, 14? Oh, 31. Faltasec is having a heck of a game. Foul trouble-ish.
Yeah.
And the next shot is missed, and Wilner comes up with it. And she is running like someone's chasing her. Dumps it off into Hernandez. Finally to Orth. They're trying to get into the inside to Hernandez, and it gets deflected away. Picked up by Faltasec and brings it back down court with the kick out to Diaz. Diaz back to Faltasec. Bounce off the glass. Bang! 47-12. Colby just not finding any kind of breathing room here in this second half so far. Alexis at the top of the key, fighting Wilner. Colby staying at the top. Whoa, three-point shot away from Orth, but a little high on the glass. Not gonna go in. No, as Steven would say. Oh, we kid. Diaz tries her own deep shot. Score stays the same. People are just running back and forth on this court and refusing to score a basket. Another missed shot. Faltasec with the kick out. Shot away from three-point land was Fuentes. And it's a scrum! Abbotsford getting tripped. Oh, but everybody's laughing it off. It's all in good fun. That was a weird stretch of time. Back and forth, back and forth. No setup of the offense. Just dribble it down, shoot it up. Dribble it down, shoot it up.
It's what Colby did is, push that ball out in transition, get the quick basket. Seems to be the strategy this year. But unlike Greenwood on Friday, Abbotsford's getting back defensively. Against Greenwood, they'd find the open player running down the field, and Abbotsford's just not letting that happen right now.
So Abbotsford getting right back to work offensively, looking to see if they can get to the 50-point mark. Escalera dishes it. Broadhagen. That's 49. Broadhagen is a force inside the paint. How many points does she have? As she toes up to the line with the bucket and the foul.
14. 6 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half.
Wow, what a player. So now she's going to look to see if she can make a 3-point swing. And she will. Well, it's not really a swing. Oh, and a fan over there said, it must be summertime. I see the snow melting. Right?
I think that's what he said.
Something to that liking. Oh, that's a fun family, those Broadhagens. And the shot is just not going to go in, and it's going to get rebounded. Finally picked up by Abbotsford. Escalera bringing it down. Bounce pass, Broadhagen, and why not? Gets swarmed. Ball goes flying out of bounds.
Off of Colby foot, I think.
I think so too. Off of the white jersey, is going to stay in possession. Roosh going to be inbounding it here. Let's watch and see. Wide open. Thought about it. Dishes it back to Roosh instead. Abbotsford taking her time, waiting for stuff to set up. Broadhagen, jump shot. Yeah, just short. Hillary fighting with the rebound, pushing hard. Finally finding Orth. Abbotsford getting spread out just a little bit. That's Dakota Haper. Loses the control. Big pass to Roosh. She keeps it in bounds. Orth brings it back. Another deep pass. We're back down the other way where we started. And it was a missed shot by Fighton, and Haper fights for the ball. Broadhagen keeps it instead. And it's going to be inbound for Colby. Hernandez. Oh, Savannah Thompson coming into the game. Trisha Vanderhoof comes off. Hernandez looking, scanning, to fighting, dribbling, hard to the hoop. But runs it to the defender. Roosh. Gonna take it coast to coast, but hits the bottom of the backboard. It's a crazy town out there. Another turnover. And it gets flipped over, and it's another turnover. That's 3. Abbotsford finally has it. Broadhagen looking to see if they can bring some sanity to this offensive series here. Roosh can't make it happen. Fades away, gets knocked down. Thompson on the coverage. On the defense. Defending. Blocking?
I'm not sure.
Felt like I blended some football there. Either way. Roosh wearing the pink shoes, and why not? Drains it. Bang. 51-12.
I guess at the 9-minute mark, if they can get one more here, Priestley by one more, we'll get the running clock the rest of the way.
Because it's by 40?
It's 40 after 9 minutes.
Why 9 minutes?
It's a
people
holdover.
want to go home, Matt.
It's a holdover from when basketball was still quarters.
So that pays homage to the old days?
Yep.
I like it. Wait, when did they go to halves instead of quarters? When did that happen?
You know, it's prior to my involvement.
Another 3-point shot for Abbotsford. Mark it 3, dude. Escalera from downtown.
And she becomes the 4th Falcon in double figures.
How about double figure steals here for Faltasek? She has been a hamburglar out there. Bringing it back for Abbotsford. Kick out. Another kick out. Oh, she's going to try another 3, and she's going to get it! 3, Cora! 57-12. Steve, I was going to say is I swore I couldn't remember 4 quarters in basketball, but maybe.
I want to say it's between when I graduated, when we were in high school, and when I started doing.
So it is possible when I was a little kid.
Yes.
Yeah, when I was little and my brothers were playing, I thought there was 4 quarters. So when I came back to Colby and I was going to do announcing, I said to Hagen, I'm like, so what quarter do you want me to make these announcements? And he's like, Matt, there's halves in basketball. I'm like, since when? And there's a missed shot there by Faltasek.
Faltasek 0 for 4 from the line now.
Now or the whole game?
For the game.
Really?
Yes.
And she's in double digits?
14 for her.
Ah. She's like, I don't need this free throw line. Will she get it right here? She will! The announcer's curse strikes again. Or announcer's blessing in that.
The anti-announcer's curse.
Yeah, there you go. Leonard losing track of the ball, but gets it back. Tight pass there to Thompson. Orth makes it happen. Dish out to Hannah. Sidesteps. Into the hoop, rims out. Savannah with the rebound. Gets blocked away by Faltasek. Here comes Abbotsford. Escalera. Kicks it out to Diaz. Diaz is going to try a three-point shot. Hits the knuckle of the rim. Or at least that's what I like to call it. Orth bringing it up now. Stutter step to the hoop. Dead center of the square. You can't beat the square. The square is your friend. 14-58, Colby trailing. We're reaching the 10-minute mark. Deep shot by Roosh. Not gonna go.
That one just looked a little weird. Don't know if maybe somebody got a fingertip on it.
Yeah, and like side of the hand caught, or was it pushed the ball, or yeah, it just didn't have all the muscle on it. And a little bit of tussling around right there, so followed up by some whistles, and at the end of all that scene, Colby is going to be inbounding. Savannah coming out. Hernandez comes back in. Orth gets it. Dish to Wilner. Dribbles hard. Right to the basket. Doesn't go in. Gets her own rebound again. Diaz got caught stealing. Wait, actually, what is that called when he hits his forearm?
It just caught the arm. The arm contact.
So that's what it says in the explanation of arm
I don't know if
movements?
that's the official term.
Okay.
But.
Wilner with the back spiral. Drains it. And that's 16? 15. 15, there you go. We're under 10 minutes. Gets her second.
Three
Two
or
for
four
two on
from the
that
line
one.
now.
Oh, but 3 for 4 on the total game. Nice. 58-16, Abbotsford leads. Running into trouble right there was Aguilera. And a hand goes up. And a timeout is called. 9 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in your ball game. Abbotsford 58, Colby 16.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
At Clitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clitter Insurance.
All right.
And we're back. What is the strategy as a viewer of a live stream when there's a commercial break? Are you hanging in tight or are you bolting? Like, did you hurdle a couch to get to the fridge quick? Or is everything in arm reach? Or are you on your cell phone? I would love to hear some strategies from people. Everybody's good at texting with their thumb, so if it's a lengthy explanation, try to keep it to 3 sentences. But we'd love to hear it in the comment lines. Strategies of a fan watching at home. Fast break! Wilner can't make it happen. Wilner looking to see if she can get it back. She is great at stealing. One of the top 2 stealers from last year. Tries to swipe it away. Broadhagen can't get the pass to go to Diaz and gets knocked out of bounds. Diaz is going to be inbounding it here shortly. My kids still haven't returned from the concession stand. The dad is starting to worry a little bit. But anyway, back to the ball game. Faldesek works around some white jerseys to Broadhagen. Makes the right hand on the left side work in her favor. 60-16. Another steal. Broadhagen, there she goes. Does Hannah to defend? Bucket doesn't go in, but she's going to toe the line. Oh, dearie dear. Is anybody near foul trouble?
Savannah Thompson has 3. Faldesek has 3.
Huh.
As the script is flipped on the fouls this half. Oh.
Now that was a weird bounce. Usually you get the one bounce and then it goes out. That one was kind of like mini golf. Ooh, almost got it.
That's Broadhagen's first miss of the night.
Oh, so you're trying to do like the anti-announcer's curse? It worked! Goes in 61-16. Oh my gosh, what is that called when it's flipped like that? 16-61?
Oh,
what is that called? Yes, that's it. Preston learned it at school. And he's like, Dad, do you know what that is? And I'm like, a what? What is it again? A palindrome?
Palindrome.
Palindrome, yeah. Now, there was another palindrome. There was 7 minutes and 37 seconds left. Anyway, sorry everyone. I'll focus better here. Faldesek kicks it out. Escalera can't find anybody. And what was that?
5-second violation.
There you go. Steven's like, Matt, I send you all these reading materials. No, but you know, that's the fun thing about basketball is like, I understand like your enjoyment of like any kind of sport is elevated when you have a firm understanding of it, but basketball is one of those where it's just like, it's kind of like the jazz of sports. Yeah, it's loud and messy, but like there's poetry in motion. Like and the athleticism you gotta have to play basketball too. Vanderhoof tried to get it in there, and then Hayden Wilner's like, I got you, buddy. Banks it in, 18-61.
And that's Wilner's.
Knocked out of bounds by Alexis. Yep.
That's Wilner's first field goal.
That is weird. You know it's a weird night. Well, she kind of had a slow start at the last game, huh?
No.
Usually she's the top 2 scorer.
She had a lot. She was more on the assisting end.
Oh.
Because I think Greenwood was collapsing in on her.
Oh, whoa! And a big swing and a miss from Savannah Thompson. Orth brings it up to Thompson. Stutter steps. Can't make the sky hook work. Going the other way. Here comes Abbotsford. Broadhagen to the hoop. Kicks it out to the top of the key. Abbotsford looking to see if they can set something up. Wilner knocks it out of her hand. Over to Roosh. Finally getting to the far side. Shot away by Klobin. Not going to go. Time's still ticking away. Well, just like what Steve said before, it's a running clock now. And Vanderhoof can't make that shot go. And Fighton finally gets it in. How many points for her?
3.
Holy cow. 20-61. Diaz tries to dump it to Broadhagen and gets collapsed on by Thompson and Wilner. And it's going to stay in possession for Abbotsford. Hey, there's one of my kids. And there goes my kid.
The high schoolers are taking good care of her.
Yeah, okay.
But right, I think looking at Colby here as we run down the clock, I think there's some positives to take from this.
Do tell.
I think you've realized, I think that maybe there's a bit, Greenwood wasn't a good test.
Oh, and Orth on the breakaway. We're going to interrupt Steve's broadcast and to the hoop. That's the Kylie Orth I know. Good play.
And that brings us back to regular clock rules.
And we've 40. Here comes Wilner, fast break. Not enough muster. And whoa, there was like some tangling with Faldesek and Wilner, and she lands on her elbow, and she's not feeling good. And Dakota Haper going to be coming in. And Abbotsford's going to call a timeout. Teams are going to rest up here. And I think we're going to as well.
We are.
Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Don't know what kind of sprint you did this time. Maybe you had to let the dog out. Or maybe you had the dog out at the last time out and forgot to let him back in. I've done that. What's that scratching at the door? I don't know, honey. Wait, you're barking. It's just the wind. Fault to set coming up to the line. Shot away. Goes in. So what was the penalty on Wilner, you think?
She was reaching in as they came around, and I think the problem was that her arm got stuck, so it looked a lot worse than it was.
Oh, I see. Faltasek drains both. Scoring machine. 63-22. Here comes Hapner. Splits through the defense of Broadhagen and Faltasek. And she's going to get to the line. She's tall. Oh, I don't know her height, though. It doesn't list it. Falls just short. Outside rim.
And it's amazing considering the style she plays, but that is Summer Broadhagen's first foul.
What?
Yep.
Unbelievable. That's impressive. To be scoring that many points and you don't get fouled? Or you're not causing any fouls?
And to play the style of defense she plays.
Yeah, no joke. How does that work?
Being very, very good.
I guess. Clavin with the ball now, kicks it out to Roosh.
And it looks like Abbotsford more than happy to run some clock here.
Yeah, they're just going to keep passing it back and forth. Let's see how fast Matt can keep up with the passing. Roosh. Back over to Clavin. To Roosh. To Broadhagen. To, Diaz. Back to Clavin. Roosh. Looking around. Dribble. Clavin. Looking around. Can't find Diaz. Dribbles up to Faltasek. And people are going to run around. Set some picks. Diaz. Bounce pass to Broadhagen. Fights to the hoop. Gets around Thompson. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 65-22. There's a shot by Dakota. Far outside rim. Doesn't go in.
20 for Broadhagen now.
20 points? She's like Colby out there. Kobayashi. Diaz with the ball now. Gets it over to Roosh. Oh, not before Alexis gets it. Dumps it to Fighton. All alone. Nothing but her in the layup. 65-24. Minute 40 seconds remaining here in your ball game. Colby needs to shoot a three once every 3 seconds. Abbotsford still working towards that hoop. Roosh, jump shot, not gonna go. Fighting with it now, pushing hard. Kick out, Hernandez, 3-point shot. Just a bit too long. Fighting, trying to fight for that ball away from Faltasek and Broadhagen. Whoa, Dakota gets it. Fake. But she shoots it straight up in the air. It doesn't go, and she finally gets that ball back to her. She stayed camped out underneath that hoop, and it worked out. Banks it in.
Give her credit for even getting that one up around the rim. She was kind of ended up under the rim and
she was literally up underneath. Yeah, she was right underneath it, and she basically shot a free throw in a silo. That's like one of them horse, when you play horse, one of those trick shots you try to shoot it from behind the hoop.
Ooh.
Colby was trying to get a couple more points out of that one, but they only got 26, and clock is going to continue to run.
Oh.
Steven, what'd you erase?
I gave the follow to Kaylee Rush instead of, I thought it was on her for trying to, a little shoulder shiver. But
Steven always has to keep, he wants to keep a tight ship and keep things accurate. Whoa, did you say, Alexis hits it off, tries to hit it off the Abbotsford person, but it said, went off on, it doesn't matter. And that is the end of your ball game. Abbotsford takes the short trip from uptown and disrupts Parents' Night for the Colby Hornets in dominating fashion. They own this town now. Okay, well, not that far. Maybe just for the evening. 65-26 is your final score, and Steven just locked and loaded up his microphone. I imagine you're going to go down there and interview somebody.
I think we're going to be talking to Summer Broadhagen.
I think that would be the best one to talk to. So we're going to grab ourselves a quick interview here. Don't go anywhere, right?
Yep.
We'll be right back.
All right, joined by our Century 21 Relentless Player of the Game, Summer Broadhagen. Summer, we'll start with the free throw shooting. 8 of 10, at 1.6 of 6. What was kind of working for you from the free throw line?
I don't know. In the off season, I really focused on my free throw shooting, and coming off of not a very good record last year, I'm kind of like focusing on that.
And then obviously second half, you kind of find the offense, start pulling away, end up with 20 points overall, kind of offensively. What was really working for you guys?
Our passing is great. Like, we're all looking for each other, and it's just, I don't know, really nice when everyone's kind of clicking more than we were last year, and it's just, the passes were there. We were cutting where we needed to cut. It was just nice.
2-0 in a really tough Merriwood North. 2-0 now, 1-0 in a very tough Merriwood North. How important was it for you guys to kind of get out to a good start here, especially with some of those teams like Phillips and Athens coming up on your schedule in not too long?
Yeah, really important. I think we're taking this time to kind of focus on the things that we have to do better in those really tough games that we have coming up. Like you said, our conference is really tough, so we're taking this time to kind of work together more, try to click better than we were last year.
All right, congrats on the win. Go enjoy, and we'll see you guys down the road.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll be back in a little bit with Matt. I see he's up there, and we'll wrap this one up. Check. Okay, good.
All right. And we're back. So how did that interview go?
Pretty good. I mean,
obviously some players that are looking. Talk to her a bit about. Helps when I put my.
I was to say,
put my line up.
There you go.
Talking with her a bit about the free throw shooting. We talked about that during the game. 8 of 10 from the line, and she mentioned that was something that she really struggled with last year. So a good start for her there, and also just getting a good start in a really tough conference. They've got some tough games coming up.
Abbotsford does.
You've got Phillips. You've got Athens. You've got Prentice. Usually puts together a decent team. They've got some really tough games coming up.
Whoo, boy. Well, there you go. But man, not only with Broadhagen, but Abbotsford has such a well-rounded team, and even the Diazes, they're short in stature, but man, they play great defense out there.
And it's a tale of two teams too. When you look at the stats,
yeah,
only 4 Falcons scored, but they all scored in double figures.
Okay, that's wow.
And
then Colby
had 7 players to get 26 points. So they're spreading the ball around more. They had 9 score on Friday against Greenwood. So, and that's something Coach Schmidt wants. He wants the ball moving around a bit more.
That I would agree with that. That just shows that's great ball movement. Everybody's getting their open looks and scoring, but you don't know who would be the main scorer for this Colby squad, you think? You know what I mean? Because if you looked at Abbotsford, you're Faltasek, Broadhagen. It kind of feels like those are your 2 leading squads, right? And then you look at Colby, it's just you could say it's kind of a team effort, because it's everybody's got that potential, but you don't really have that clear front runner.
Kylie Orth had had 11 against Greenwood, and then she led the way tonight with 7.
Okay, never mind. Kylie Orth, it's you.
But you look at, I'll go through the stats real quick. Kylie Orth with 7, Fighton and Wilner both with 5, Vanderhoof, Haper both with 2, and then Thompson with 1.
That one is a shocker to me, because Thompson is a much, much, much better basketball player than what those last 2, even the stats from last week lead to believe. She'll start catching her stride, and then watch out. She'll be good.
Oh, and I think for her especially, they couldn't get the ball to her.
That's part of it too.
Especially in that first half, Colby was having such issues with the Abbotsford defense getting the ball down low to her.
Yeah, if if you can't feed her the rock, she can't put it in the hoop, right?
Exactly. Then you flip the book over. Summer Broadhagen, we mentioned that she had 20 tonight. 8 of 10 from the line. Sydney Faltasek, 17. 3 of 6 from the line. Kaylee Roosh off the bench with 15.
I saw that. I figured you want everybody out here. Sorry about that.
Briseida Escalera with 13. She had those 2 big threes early in that second half, but
she has a sneaky good game.
She does. We saw a lot of that last year in a couple of the games we did with them, where you don't see it out there, but then also you look down at the score sheet, she's got 13.
That's what I mean. She's kind of like that, what is it? Just like the glue out there. Nah.
I guess the best comparison I would say would be we're going to go to the professionals, like a Bobby Portis. Never going to be the guy that you're paying attention to normally, because the Faltaseks, the Broadhagens are going to take that attention. But always seems to have points and always seems to be in on the big plays.
Yeah.
And that's going to be huge, especially when Abbotsford runs into some of those teams where a team can take one of the 2 away.
Yeah, let's shut Broadhagen down kind of deal.
Yep. And then you're going to see, and that's where I think in Escalera you'll start seeing her more. But tonight, 13, 3 big 3-pointers, and those 2 in the second half really were kind of the dagger.
I even was just ah! But yeah, you're right. That broke the back.
So
and this is quite the scene that you're kind of witnessing out here too. So I got distracted because Coach Jim Hagan, the athletic director, and he shut the music box off, and he's like, I shut the music off. I want people to get out of here. But this this is like a backyard brawl, so you have lots of people here that know each other. So I could see like even some of the alumni are down there talking with everybody, and a lot of Colby, Abbotsford people intermingling. So that's kind of cool to see. So now, let's see here. Abbotsford has Athens coming up, Greenwood, Auburndale.
Yeah, they get Athens tomorrow. At Athens.
That's a pretty good team.
That is a very good team.
Yeah.
They are missing one of the Cokers, dealing with a volleyball injury. She should be back after Christmas, so it's a little different team than we'll see.
So not
half.
in a literal sense that they lost her.
No, but she's
they know where she is.
They know where she is, but she's out for a little bit. But still, you go to Athens, then they play Greenwood. Okay, it's I don't mean to be disparaging, but it's Greenwood.
Nah.
Then they host Auburndale, host Prentice, go to Newman Catholic.
Yeah, not a feng shui kind of schedule.
No.
Now, what about Colby here? Why don't you clickety-click on their
Colby,
link?
on the other hand, they get into the heart of conference play coming up after actually tomorrow they go to Columbus Catholic. That's always, even outside of everything, that's a tough place to play, even when they're not at the top, and they've got some good talent there. And then they go to a sneaky Thorpe team coming out of the Christmas holiday.
Yep.
And then Owen Withy at Gilman, Loyal, and then they go to Athens in December.
They don't have a fun-looking schedule either.
They don't. You look ahead at some of these games. You host Marathon on the 20th of December. That's going to be a tough one. Go to Stratford, Neillsville twice, obviously. It's going to be a tough one. Now, the only advantage they have is, despite even how the Clover Belt has been the last few years, there really isn't a second-place team in this conference right now, I would say.
Really?
Who's
first place?
Well, it's Neillsville.
Yep.
It's Neillsville. Coach Geyer is going to have that team ready to go. But after that, last year it was Spencer, but Spencer graduated their big three.
Mm-hmm.
They look okay, but not nearly to the level they were before. Columbus, if they can put it together, might have an opportunity. That's always been kind of the issue there, is hitting all the pieces in the right spot at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
After that, Loyal is going to be young, but they're going to have some talent coming up. I don't see what else there really is.
So it's wide open is what you're trying to say.
It's a very wide open conference where you could get one of those situations where Colby could end up second in the conference or third, just simply on the fact that somebody, not to disparage the conference, but somebody has to be second and third.
That's true. By default was what you're saying.
Yes. Bring up the term, and they'll be, and that's all you really need to get a decent seed, a home game in the playoffs. Then who knows what happens after that.
Absolutely.
But,
that's
but obviously, I'm going to look it up to be sure. We'll keep talking. I just want
to say, that's why you got to play the season. You got to play every game like it's an opportunity, because you never know. We could get that opportunity.
And I never got a chance to finish my thought, but this kind of gives the girls, for Colby especially, an idea. This is what we need to be by the end of the season. We need to at least be this good.
Yeah.
And that's where you kind of have that concern. But also, Colby, they got a tough one this year, because I'm going to make sure I'm right on this. Or am I wrong on this?
I am in such suspense.
Nope, I'm wrong on that for the girls. But apparently they stay at D4. Yeah, they stay at D4. I thought the boys went D3.
All the boys are going to be D4?
Nope, I am completely losing my mind. So they're D4. So, it's going to be some bigger teams. They're going to be a smaller end of the D4s, middle of the road D4s, I should say. But, it's a tough one. And that's going to be where they're going to need to play these kind of games. And I think I give credit to the coaching staff of scheduling some tough competition like this, because you're not necessarily going to get it week in, week out in the conference the same way like an Abbotsford does.
Yeah, competitions is a healthy thing.
It is.
So, well, Steven, is there anything else?
We got hockey tomorrow.
Oh, where are you going?
Got boys-girls doubleheader from Medford.
Oh, nice.
So the Medford girls play the Wisconsin Valley Union at 5 o'clock. That is Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point, Wapaka.
Oh, what a team.
Yep, and all the little towns in between there.
Oh my gosh.
And then the boys play Marshfield at 7.
Oh man. Well, you couldn't ask for better hockey season weather. It's already cold.
It's already cold, and it's the coldest arena in the area. So we're going to put some extra layers on, but we're going to have some hockey, and then we see Colby. We don't see Colby again for a little bit here.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Coach Hagan reminded me, he's like, hey, make sure you're here tomorrow night. So the boys are going to be taking on Auburndale. So he's pretty jacked about that, you know.
That's going to be a good first game. Auburndale, I mean, let's just be honest. Coach Weinfurt is going to put a good team on the floor no matter the kids he's got.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at what the pool of talent was like on their football squad, and if they got a lot of those kids, especially from last year's basketball.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun game to watch.
I mean, let's be honest. The football team is, to an extent, the basketball kids playing football.
Yeah.
That is a basketball school. There's a lot of basketball tradition there, and they put a good product out on the field, out on the court. So that's going to be a good early test for Colby tomorrow.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I tell you what, I can see all my kids here, so I'm going to grab them before they disappear on me again. Thank you so much for coming to our little town here in Seatown. My name is Matthew Omikit for the Hornets. He is Steve Akanek for Sports on Focus, bringing you this live broadcast of Colby versus Abbotsford. Abbotsford dominating 65-26. So catch them tomorrow with some nice holiday